folks. Welcome to the Forgiven Jerry's first video. Uh, you may think that this video is going to be something special for my first one, but not exactly. I don't think it's going to be too special. I wanted to make something kind of quick because my other projects might be taking a little long, and I know that sometimes you guys may need a little something to chew on first. I thought I had something interesting. On my live yesterday, I had a restream of a certain Terminator auditor. He um, he got owned. He got owned by his own followers. Now, I don't want to talk too much, but it pretty much speaks for itself. And plus, my commentary is already on it because it's my live. So I'll just go ahead and play it from here and enjoy. And hopefully, I get some more out. Thanks for coming by.
You know what? That's how family members do, man. We can disagree and still keep it classy. Holla at me.
I want to know what you think you accomplished by doing what you're doing.
Yeah.
What do I think that I have accomplished, or what am I trying to accomplish?
What you trying to accomplish?
Well, what we're trying to accomplish, the main thing is to try to affect change in terms of these public officials. Obviously, if you watch these videos, not just my channel, you see that across this entire country, it's a lot of tyranny, and it's all based off of these policies that are being enforced instead of our constitutional rights.
No,
you don't agree?
So much tyranny.
I agree with that, but I don't. When I watch your videos, and I like you, and I like Long Island Audit, I don't really like the rest of them because I feel like they be
Oh God, you lost me, guy.
I don't like
how they give it to him.
It seems like they purposely antagonize people and they try to get a response. I think you can do the same thing.
You think I antagonize people?
You don't think LA
not in a disrespectful way though?
Oh well, I mean,
where I'm coming from.
Well, I mean, I hear you, but let's go this way. What's your definition? How do you define antagonize?
Getting people mad.
You go in a building, you know these people don't like being recorded, or you might think they might feel uncomfortable with doing it, but you still do it.
Okay, so let's deal with that. So since I might have this hypothesis, I might have an idea that these people that work at this, let's say, health department might not agree with someone being recorded that's coming from the outside. So you're saying I shouldn't entertain or exercise my rights because they may feel a certain way, right?
I mean, this is the problem I have. I have a problem with, all right, maybe they should, because they are a part of the public. So they should be okay with that. But when y'all go to the extent of filing complaints and trying to get people fired, and I don't agree with all that shit, man.
Well, let me ask you something.
Yeah,
what's your name?
That's right.
Anthony, let me ask you this respectfully, man. Let's just say, you got kids?
We got two.
You got two kids. You got a wife, you married, you got a girlfriend?
Nah.
Okay, well, let's just say you riding with your kids. Let's say you in your car, y'all on y'all way to, whatever, movie, have some ice cream or something. Let's just say, theoretically, hypothetically speaking, police pull you over. You haven't done anything wrong. You haven't committed not even a traffic infraction. But the cop pull you over, just say he profiling you or whatever. They just looking for somebody, and they decided to stop you. Pull you over. They say, sir, what's your name? Can I have your ID and your driver's license? Now, if you haven't committed a traffic infraction, you go into this questionnaire with the cop. Sir, huh? I know, but watch this, bro. I'm gonna give you a whole point because I'm gonna go back to that complaint part. What you said, like it's cool when y'all do it, but when y'all throw them complaints in, basically, if a cop,
all he's doing is creating a situation that is probably gonna put a person where anybody in any kind of state of mind that is commonsensical, right, is gonna go with his option. He's not gonna frame it in a way that's gonna be fair for both sides. That's not how this hypothetical is gonna work, because if he frames it where it's equal, where the person has a choice whether to follow the cop and do what the cop is asking, or go against the cop and not do what the cop is asking, then it's going to be advantageous for him. He's gonna say that anything that the cop does is bad, and anything that is against the cop is good. So there's no point to this hypothetical.
Yeah, he's almost kind of he's crossing into Sapsit territory here. Am I right?
Right? Yeah. Exactly.
Comes in and violates you and your kids' rights. You mean to tell me you're gonna let that slide, brother, and not follow up with complaints?
No, not if I was that's the cop. He came to me. Y'all going to them looking for shit.
Yes.
But I'm just what we're talking about. Right. This is what I'm saying. When we file complaints, regardless, if we go to them, if they come to us, we only file the complaints because rights were violated. So you're saying that it's cool for our rights to be violated as long as we initiate the contact.
Who said your rights were violated? Who said your rights were violated? You said your rights were violated? I would gather to think that our justice system is one of those things that says you're innocent until proven guilty. So you're making a claim that people violated your rights. I would say those people are innocent until they're proven guilty. So prove to me that they violated your rights before you say that they did. Jerk off.
And I feel like he's saying the quiet part out loud because he said violate his rights, but after that he said when I'm creating content. So he basically admitted it.
Yeah, he can't. He's not. He is a fan of liar because he lies, but he's not a good liar.
Not a good fan.
No.
Was your rights really violated? Like I just looked at
Come on, brother.
Hold on, I just looked at you. You just did a video. He's in the immigration office, right?
That's correct.
Yeah, we just saw it.
Was your rights violated?
Of course they were. Let me ask you, how could a city police officer, a city police, come to federal property and tell me that I'm going to be arrested if I don't stop recording and leave? You're threatening me for arrest for something I have a right to do.
Because the people that actually, you could be trespassed from public. Y'all always put out there that you can't be trespassed from public. That's not true. You could be trespassed from public.
Not minus a crime, you can't.
Where is Lupe?
I still got you there. Are you still there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Yeah, you got to think about that. Minus a crime, you can't. If that's the case, then that means anybody could be trespassed for any reason. Let's just say you ain't even recording.
No, that's what amendments in the Constitution come into place.
That's right.
Then you can't discriminate, right?
Right.
Okay, then. So if you can't discriminate, then how could you trespass me from public property, which is the property that we own, that we pay for?
So because you filming, you feel like they discriminate.
Well, no, I'm filming. I feel like when you call the cops on me and you try to threaten me with harm because I'm exercising the right, that's just.
How is it threatening you with harm? How is it threatening you with harm? You have every choice not to do what you're doing, to walk out and not get harmed, not get put in handcuffs. It is not a threat. It is a consequence of the actions you are taking. If you do not do these actions, you will not be under arrest. That has nothing to do with the cop. The cop did not wake up that morning and say, I need to arrest a First Amendment auditor. That's not how that works. He does not care about you. He does not know your name. He does not know who you are. So therefore, he cannot threaten you. But you can be responsible for your own actions. And if your actions lead him to arrest you, it was your fault.
Discrimination for sure. Because you're not doing it to the person that's sitting over there in that chair.
You is you fighting for rights, or you just trying to do this for YouTube and get
yes,
people to make money?
Man, let me explain something to you, brother. I don't even do this. I don't really even do this, right? What I'm going to say, but I'm a person that ain't hurting for money.
Oh.
You know what I mean? I'm gonna be perfectly honest with you. And I don't even mean to say that like that. But I'm not doing it for money, bro. You know how you know I'm not doing it for money? Because I follow up.
Liar.
Because I follow up.
Liar.
You can see the ones that do it for money if you know how to pick them out, bro.
Yeah,
this ain't about money for me.
He picked you
this
up.
Is about a change, bro. I've been in tune with the law way before even auditing was a thing.
Bullshit.
I always was a person that just loved laws and the legality of things and know our rights. So when auditing came around, it was just an opportunity, a beautiful opportunity. No, to answer your question, no, I ain't doing it for clicks and likes, man. This can all go away, and I'm gonna still be focused on my.
He did say this the quiet part out loud right there, didn't he? He said it was an opportunity. It was an opportunity.
Yes, and his whole thing about I'm not doing it for money. If he wasn't doing it for money, he could turn off the super chats, right?
Yeah, he could demonetize his whole channel. I mean,
Like,
he's not doing it for money, right?
Law stuff that I do outside. I do legal things outside of auditing, brother. To be perfectly honest with you, you know. Matter of fact, if you go back and look, I started my auditing channel. I started auditing in January. I had the YouTube page created in 2021. I never entertained it though, but I started doing my first audit January of this year. So I only been in it like 7 months. But years prior to this year, I've been doing legal stuff for the longest, brother.
The bullshit is just flowing out of this guy, and never mind the banner, but I'm not doing this for money either.
I do stuff all outside of auditing, man. You know, I mean, we can have a dialogue about that too, but I don't want you to get the wrong conception, brother, about auditing, man. You know, we fighting for rights, man, and that's what a lot of people are being misled that we think we're doing it. But I can understand because a lot of people do it for clicks and views. I can understand that, so I can understand your concern.
I want you to explain the difference. How do you know the difference between what you do and what the ones that do it for click and views? What's the difference?
Well, you know, I don't want to, I mean, not to really call people out, man, but think about it. It's a lot of, for lack of a better term, it's a lot of semantics, man. It's a lot of WWF. There you go.
It's a whole lot of not answering that question and not saying anything. It's a whole lot of I don't know what to think of. You got me. That's really good, fam. You're really good at what you're saying, fam. Are you my cousin or my real brother? Because you're fucking it up.
Just look at some channels. I ain't gonna put no channels out there, but just look at a few of them.
How you can tell? Just give me an example how you can tell somebody just doing it for clicks and views and they ain't really doing it for no constitutional rights.
Well, you know what WWF is, right?
But WWE, I know.
Okay, you know WWE, right? Right. That might be too old, right? Okay, WWE, you already know that's fake and phony, right? Jerry Springer type stuff, right?
Right.
So you know Jerry Springer ain't got to come on his camera to say, look, we setting this all up, we just doing this to get paid, because you know just by how it's structured, that show is that this is a fake channel.
Give me an example.
I'm saying, Brian, come on, man. Come on. You seem like a very intelligent person, man. I mean, you know.
He does seem like a very intelligent person, but you're not seeming like a very intelligent person right now.
I'm going to put it to you like this. All that, put it like this, all that dressing up and things of that nature without going into it.
You talking about pranksters and shit like that. See, you talking about that dude like Pri or something like that. Some dude top of Pri or something.
I don't know. I don't know. You know, a lot of people been telling me about top of Pri. I ain't never seen his channel. I don't know if it's him, but I'm just saying I see a lot of.
Yeah, a prankster, man. He a prankster.
I don't really know, brother. I just feel like it's just. I feel like with this auditing stuff, you should stick to the plan and don't add nothing else to it because it give it a black eye, man. You know, when you get to adding stuff that's it's kind of weird and strange, and it gives it a.
It's only weird and strange because you can't answer it. You can't answer it. You can't answer none of the questions he's giving you. You're acting like he's. Oh no. I. This is not like WWE and everything like that. It's exactly what it is. You're hiding behind all your lies and everything, and he's basically brought you out, and you can't do nothing about it. You're exposed right now. You're exposed, and that's why you're acting like it's weird because, metaphorically speaking, you're naked. He just took off all of your clothes, and you're naked right now. That's why it's weird. That's why you feel weird. It's because he's basically brought you out of the closet of what you're trying to hide. So yeah, it feels weird. It's because it is weird. It's because you have been exposed, sir.
Black eye. So, I mean, I ain't trying to knock nobody that do it. I just don't do it, so. But yeah, man, I definitely appreciate this dialogue, man. So you know what I mean, man. Keep watching, man. And we definitely appreciate your support one way or the other.
This dialogue.
Like I say,
I support you, but I got one more thing. I disagree with you. When you went to that post office, when it was like 3 ways to get to the same spot.
Okay.
It was signs on 2 of them, but you went through the 3rd one and was like, ain't no sign right there. See, that's why I get confused. Not that he really doing this for some constitutional right. He's just trying to cause a problem.
He's calling them
a different route to the same area.
Okay, now I'm glad you brought that up, brother. You talking about the post office from Gurney, Illinois. So
yeah.
Okay, so like you say, if you look at that gate had 2 entrances, but the 3rd entrance was the sidewalk. And if you look on my follow-up video, you can see that it wasn't, well, if you look at the first video, then the follow-up, you'll see that sign about no public can access that sidewalk. They put the sign up there later. So that means in my first video, I had reason to be back there. It was a green light. What I was trying to convey to the police officers is it's not, hold on,
it's not a green light because it's an employee. We all know we ain't got no business being behind you.
Hold on. How we know we can't be back there if it's a public parking lot, brother?
That's not a public parking lot with an employee truck is.
So it's a private parking lot then.
We ain't got no business. Yeah.
Absolutely not, brother. Let me ask you this. How could the parking, let me ask you.
It said authorized vehicles only.
That's correct. So we come out, that's so obviously that gate then, that entry is for cars, right? And not people that's walking.
Same thing, bro.
No, man. See, you gotta see with this. I'm gonna tell you something. When you're dealing with law, bro, I'm gonna be honest with you. The law, they only gonna go by exactly what's wrote. The verbiage, the language, we're not gonna guess, we're not gonna speculate, we're not gonna add any conjecture, we're not gonna assume. We're gonna go off precisely what's wrote with the law. That's how the judge is gonna look at it. So if a gate says authorized vehicles only, so that
I could have sworn that judges already ruled on the limited public forum doctrine and time, place, and manner restrictions. So everything that you're saying right now is bullshit.
That means I can't bring my vehicle through this gate. That don't mean I can't walk back here, especially if it's public parking lot. We got to make it make sense. Then, if you watch the video, you will see that the postmaster from the first video, when I met with her again on the second one, she admitted to them making a mistake that day. So obviously, I was right.
I ain't see that. What she said?
She was like, "Yeah, we made a mistake, and we apologize for that." And plus, you'll be able to see, because I had pointed out, I'm like, man, the sign wasn't here the last time I was here. Oh, yeah, I know. When they changed it, they made a mistake. And of course you made a mistake. Because you're telling me I can't be back there.
So you're telling me if we say no unauthorized vehicles only, that means just vehicles. But anybody can walk in here whenever the hell they want to.
Is that what you're saying? It's a public parking lot, right?
Not the postal service employee parking lot where the trucks be at, where they put their mail in their trucks. What, we ain't got no business being back there.
That's
okay,
right.
Let me ask you this. Let me ask you this real quick, because a lot of people, I'm gonna be honest with you, a lot of people said the same thing, and a lot, it's like 50-50. So, because we seen them no trespassing signs on the gate as well, right?
Yeah.
So let me ask you, with that no trespassing sign there, even though it doesn't have a statute or a code to it,
I take that as if you're not an employee of the United States Postal Service, you don't supposed to be back there.
You're supposed to be back there.
People aren't as stupid.
Okay, and
they are.
Employees belong back there. That's what I take that as.
You take that as that. Okay, so let me ask you. Let's just say theoretically speaking, let's just say the post office one day put a no trespassing sign at the front door. Do that mean I don't have access to the lobby now?
Are you that stupid?
If they put a sign up there, yeah.
Come on, bro. You letting me down, brother. You're letting me down, man.
I don't know how they gonna get no business that way, but
no, I'm just saying it don't make sense.
Who the fuck's supposed to come in? But they put it at the back gate where all the vehicles at. That's a difference. They ain't put it at the front door. The front door is for the public.
That's
not the back where the gate and where the vehicles go and where they unload and load their mail at.
But
that's not for the public.
This my thing, brother. This my thing. Did you remember? I don't know if you remember my other video where I was in Carpentersville, and that sergeant and 3-4 officers came out and told me, "Oh man, this parking lot."
Hey, pal. It's not as strange. And you walked in, so you don't have any of the context that's going on right here. So maybe like give it a shot here. Now, if I had to explain, because you're the second person that comes in here with the algorithm recommending this to you, I just what this is that we're looking at First Amendment auditors, and we're kind of like exposing them for their lies. Now, right now, we're looking at a guy that's live, and he has a caller that is actually one of his peoples that is questioning the stuff that he does, and he's giving them all the right questions, and this guy has none of the answers. So if you want to see more about how somebody's getting exposed, then I say stick around and watch this, because this guy's doing a really good job.
Look at you, Jerry. The algorithm is on your side today.
Yeah, I don't know why. I think they just want to just
This parking lot is restricted. It says police personnel only. Get up out of here. I don't know if you remember that. Then I went right into there, hollered at the chief, the deputy chief, and he told me, man, go back out there and do your thing, man. You got a right to be out there. So basically, I'm trying to say they can put up whatever signs they want. If there's no laws and statutes attached to them, then you ain't got to honor it. And this is my whole point with this, real quick. If that's the case, and we should just honor these signs with no laws, then every time we walk in any public place and we see a no photography sign, no cell phones, why ain't we honoring them right away? Why are we arguing?
Hey, GMK, thank you so much for showing up, brother. GMK is an actual lawyer, I believe, right? You know Mark Stout, and thank you for showing up. If you want to come up on panel and talk about it, I'll be more than happy to give you a link. I'm a little bit easier to get on than Mark. So if you want to, just let me know. I'll shoot you the link so you can come up. He's an actual lawyer, so if he says something, he's right.
More than either of us would be, right?
Yes, more than either of us.
I mean, any signs, if we ain't gonna argue that no trespassers, it don't make sense to me. I'm challenging everything. Period.
Because to them, you ain't got no business there. Like you from Chicago, right? I'm in Chicago too.
Right.
Hey, when I go to the DMV, I'm going there to conduct business.
That's right.
Y'all definition of conduct business is videoing. I could just stand in a publicly accessible area and just video.
And sometimes
of conducting business.
Hey, and
that's not their definition of conducting business. It's I'm going to get a license. I'm going to renew my place. We got these city stickers and shit here. That's conducting business. So if you was videoing doing that, I wouldn't have no problem with it. But just to sit here and just be videotaping and standing in one corner making everybody uncomfortable, bro, that's a problem.
Okay, so you say you're from Chicago, right?
What is it?
So okay, that means from the state of Illinois.
You see my area code?
Right, I see you with the 773. Okay, so watch this. Yeah. So you should be familiar with ACLU versus Alvarez. Now, ACLU versus Alvarez went to the Supreme Court of Illinois saying that we have the right to film public officials in the course of their duties. So even if we did want to just go in these spots in these places and record them while they're on duty, it has already been ruled on. That is our official.
When they wrote the Constitution and they said freedom of press, do you think that they meant, like I said, I don't mind what you do in Long Island, Audit do, but the rest of them, all right, keep it real with me, keep it a buck with me. You see how disrespectful the other motherfucker be.
So a lot of people, a lot of times
they be disrespectful as hell. I wouldn't want them people in my building either. Damn a Constitution.
No,
bro. Get out of here, dude. That guy just. I don't know why this guy continues to concede that he likes LIA. I doubt that he does. I think if I'm being like seeing his tactic here, I think he's using the ego trip just like cops use that in interrogations. He's playing up his ego in order for him to be friendly with him while he continues to question all the things that he's questioning him about. It's It's a perfect tactic to use when you want people to talk to you, and a Logan should know about that. But yeah, I don't believe this guy is an LIA fan whatsoever. I think that he's playing up to this guy's ego because I think he's an LIA fan, and that's the only way he can continue talking to him like this.
Brother. No, man. Come on, man. Come on, man.
Disrespectful as hell. They telling people I'm your boss.
Hey,
I pay your salary.
Hey, but you know what?
Get the fuck out of here,
But
man.
you know what?
Get the fuck out of here.
Watch this though. Watch this though. Sometime it's warranted, brother. Sometimes these people, sometimes these public officials, man, they getting out of hand. Man, look, if we paying think about it, man, we paying their salary, and they got the nerve to treat the public that way, bro. You should be applauded. You should be angered, man, every time that you see that, man. No, you see, you looking at it on some sympathy for them, when in all reality they'll turn around and do you the same way, bro. You feel what I'm saying? Don't have no sympathy for the people that's going against you.
Why you say they going against you?
Because you see it on video. You see it. Look, you just seen it.
The people at the immigration office. That's the last video I saw you do. The one at the immigration office.
Okay.
Were those people disrespectful towards you?
I wouldn't say they was disrespectful. No. I don't say they was disrespectful. I say they was unprofessional towards me, though.
How was they unprofessional?
Well,
now, the black world, she was a little bit unprofessional.
Of course she was.
Yeah, I get that one.
Yeah, she was unprofessional.
When the cops came in, they told you they asked you to leave.
Yeah, but they threatened me with arrest, brother.
And you filed a complaint on them. They weren't disrespectful towards you.
Yeah, no.
Trouble. This ain't livelihood. What you want?
But watch this though. I didn't file a complaint on that officer for him being disrespectful. I filed a complaint because he threatened me with arrest on federal property.
Oh, I want
to. That's what you had to do to get you to leave.
Yeah, but so
that's the only reason you will leave.
Okay, so he went against obviously policies and laws.
You went against policies,
federal laws to get me to leave. That's cool.
I heard the other woman telling you. She wasn't telling you, but she's telling the officer, I want to press charges. Like I'm not understanding this. Like she want to press charges on you.
She can't.
Want you to leave.
Yeah, she can't press charges on me.
She tried.
Yeah, but what's she gonna say? I want to press charges. The dude put me on his camera. That wasn't gonna fly.
You're right. Yeah, you're right.
That ain't gonna fly, brother.
You're right. You're right on that.
Hey man, but you know what though, man? Look, man. Hey, I really appreciate this type of dialogue, brother. I ain't gonna lie, man. I appreciate you know what I'm saying? Because you need that, man. You need some type of criticism. And people need to know how to handle it, man. So I definitely appreciate you, man. For real. I really do, man.
All right.
Man, thanks a lot, man.
No problem.
Yep. Man, appreciate you for calling in the TTA. Let the people know who you are, where you calling from.
Hey, my name is Dustin. I'm calling from Phoenix, Arizona. How you doing?
Man, pretty good. Shout out to Arizona. How you feeling today?
Feeling good, man. Hey, so the thing I want to ask you, man, with these auditors, right? So when you guys go out, it's not just about holding government employees accountable, and then if they call the cops, making sure the cops follow the Constitution. There's a real underlying problem here where it's like the people don't want their rights anymore. It's like, and I'm also Freebeard in the chat. That's who I am. So
okay.
It's like the people don't want their rights. They call and they say, they think that you're right is a crime. They think they're justified in calling law enforcement to stop you from doing what you're doing. So it's not only that they don't know that it is their right, it's that they don't want it to be their right. They don't want it to be your right. And if they don't want it to be your right, then they can't want it for themselves either. And I don't know how we go about fixing that, because that sounds like the death throes of.
This wasn't a problem until they made it a problem. We weren't asking for people to go into places and film. So this is not a right that anybody was asking for. And if anybody needs to record because of some sort of government corruption of some kind, it's not going to be like the way they do it. So if they limit our rights because of what they're doing, it's because they're doing something that's out of the ordinary that people didn't want in the first place.
Yeah, and the dude that's calling in needs to put
You're
down
absolutely correct.
I'm sorry, Scott, say that again?
Randy, what up, brother Randy?
Oops.
The dude that's calling in needs to put down the bong.
Go ahead. Put me on the what?
The dude that's calling in about, they don't want their rights either. He needs to put the bong down.
Oh yeah, oh definitely. He's overthinking stuff because he's he's in the
You
clouds.
got to know, like some of these officers will try to prove that they good, but what they
Yeah.
do it against their own officers.
Yeah.
And if they
Really don't
won't,
mean it.
you feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I don't know though. I don't know if they will.
Oh no, like you said, I used to believe in that exact same thing, right? I used to, oh, all officers ain't bad, right? Okay, all officers ain't bad, right? So when something happened, do they call them out? Like most of the time, what you just saw and where you was at, they don't always do that. Most of the time, they don't do that. You see what I'm saying?
Right, that's
they
right.
don't get called.
I don't know what most of the time is, but I could say one thing is that the guys who killed Floyd, I forgot his name. Uh the cops that have killed people in the public sphere have been totally lynched in as far as like the stuff that 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 they've been accused of, right? Some of them are responsible for what they're doing and absolutely deserve to get the justice that they got. Some others, I don't know. You know what I mean? Like you have to really look at the situations. But who says that they're not being held accountable for making mistakes? That's ridiculous. You know, like I've yet to see an officer that really has done something egregious that hasn't been held up to some sort of worse criminal standards than a regular criminal. I mean, in that Floyd situation. Look, there was an officer, one of the officers that was just there that's serving some kind of like 15-year sentence because he was just there. So don't tell me that we're not holding them accountable or that the cops can just get away with anything that they want, because that is absolutely not true.
Out. So most of the times they don't get called out because they know that the department, they gonna look at them and all this and all that. You feel what I'm saying?
Right. So, you right, man. Right. So it's like, man, we just gotta, man, we gotta take the bitter with the sweet. Like I say, man, I got some different plans, man. Like, we audit these little spots, man. But I'm gonna be honest, I think I think our whole fight is up there in Washington, man. And that's what I'm saying, these legislators and stuff. So I'm putting some stuff together right now, man.
It really comes with some education too.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, as far as the police, they need like better training, new training.
Yeah, they really do. You know what? I'm gonna be perfectly honest with you. Like, and everybody say this, and this is the honest to God truth. As soon as they abolish qualified immunity, a lot of these violations gonna go out the window. Real talk.
And that right there is the pinnacle of ignorance. Qualified immunity serves no one but the people who get hurt or put in a situation that officer makes a mistake and they need to be compensated for that mistake. It has nothing to do with the officer's criminal's actions. It has everything to do with recompensating people who have had their livelihoods changed by some officer's mistake. Just like a malpractice suit with a doctor, an ambulance worker, a firefighter, or anything else, they all have this kind of insurance to make sure that people don't have to be left out in the open if case there's some sort of mistake by a public official. And if you want an example of that is maybe they go to raid a house but they get the wrong one, and they raid somebody's house and they go through it, they don't find nothing, turns out it was the wrong house. That person has their house, their door broken down, furniture destroyed, who knows, all kinds of stuff that they need to get repaired. Well, they can't sue an actual cop for that. What they do is that they use their qualified immunity in order to get them to have something else, like the city, pay for that 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 thing or the things that they need. Qualified immunity has nothing to do with the cops being able to skate for their crimes. They are prosecuted just like anybody else if they do something criminal. Now, do they have special things that keep them from like not following certain traffic laws and stuff like that? Yeah. And do they have certain a type of like a way of seeing the way things happen when they're in a shooting, sure, because these things are a part of their job. They have to be reviewed. They have to be looked after. They need those stipulations as far as the traffic laws, or else how are they going to chase criminals? These these things are not what you think they are, and when you use them like that, it shows how ignorant you are.
That's a fact.
And that's what I'm pushing for.
I always think about that. I'm like, I mean, I know they did it back then, so they had control of most of everything. So it was just like, okay, but that was really like you feel what I'm saying? They still being racist towards us, or you know what I'm saying? Discriminating against us. That don't even, for real, that don't even make logical sense. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
If you really think about it, that don't make logical sense. But like you said, if they get rid of that, it'll be a lot of changes though.
Oh, it's gonna be man. If you see,
they'll know better. They'll know better.
Because I think if you see, they did it in the state of Colorado, right? I think Colorado. No, I don't think it's qualified immunity out there for law enforcement anymore. So I gotta look that up. Man. So as soon as we get that thing nationwide, oh man, things will brighten up.
You don't be talking to the other
GMK, I love it if sometime it doesn't have to be today, but like if we could get together and have a stream about qualified immunity, I would love it if you could help me out with that. I've been trying to get lawyers to help me out with that because I think it's one of the most ignorant statements that is put out there by every single auditor because that's all they talk about. They talk about I want to get rid of your qualified immunity, and I know that's not how that works. But I'd rather talk to you or like an expert about that kind of stuff. So if you have time, whenever you have time, just let me know. I'll you can email me. I don't know if I've given you my email. I'll put my email, or could someone put my email on the Scott? Could you put my email on the chat? Um, and if you could, you go ahead and email me, and so we can figure something out. Because I'd love to do a stream about qualified immunity and how it works. Because these guys, they don't know how it works. You know what I mean?
auditors, or you just do your own?
Yeah, I'll be trying. Yeah, I'll reach out to a few of them and stuff, man. And you know what I mean. I
ain't gonna lie. I want to get into it too, but I know I gotta have me some good lawyers.
Yeah, man. It takes that.
I already know what's going on.
It's expensive, man.
I ain't gonna lie though, man. I salute you, man. Like you don't know how much good you doing, bro. Like just keep it going, bro.
I appreciate you, bro.
Keep it up, bro.
I appreciate that, man.
Keep doing your thing, bro.
All right, appreciate you for calling in, brother. Thanks a lot.
All right, man.
Yep. All right, TTA family, man. Hey, I think this was a beautiful. This is one of our best shows, man. Man, we rocked out. What we rock out for like an hour? What to say?
Shut up. Tired of you. Tired of you.
I'm not gonna lie. He did have a good collar. That was the best part, probably.
Yeah, he had a great caller. He had a great caller in that one guy. That dude was really really good. Okay, thanks GMK. We got the email out there. Go ahead and email me whenever you have the chance. No rush. I'd love to have a good, nice sit down and discussion about things like qualified immunity. I think it'll be informative, and I think that the audience needs that because some people, man, they just throw anything out there so that they sound smart. Like just hey man, you don't know anything. You don't know anything about the law. You want to go out there if you want to believe that you're getting your rights violated or whatever. Sure, whatever. But that's not the truth. That's not what's happening here. That's not what's going on. You're making something out of nothing, and all you want is all of this attention because you know more than anything right now that the climate, as far as police and government, is very hot right now. And you can go ahead and throw out a channel saying I hate the cops, I hate public servants, whatever, and it's gonna get a lot of views, a lot of likes. The hard thing to do is to be a defender of these people, and it's not like they always needed defending. Like I would say there was a time where the roles were reversed, and I even say that there was times when things were actual a lot worse than what they are now, but they're not like that, and we need to like start understanding that these people behind the badge, behind the counters in our public buildings, are not servants. They are people who go to work every day just like us and don't want to get bothered and don't want to get, harassed because you want to make your YouTube video. It's I just, it just completely, like, it throws me off that people can't see through that. I can't believe that there's people that just can't see that this is just, some bullshit that people are putting out there. But oh well, you know what I mean. That's the world, and that's why we make the videos that we make. um we are getting towards the 30 mark here. We got about 5 minutes before Katie Z starts. um, if you do not know who Katie Z, does anybody have her channel? Do you have her channel, Scotto?
I'll drop it in there. Yeah, that'd be a
Yeah,
good idea.
please do. Uh, we are gonna transition over to Katie Z. She's gonna have her live. If you're not into it, but just so you know, her channel is about true crime. So she is going to be doing a case like she always does. She has a case, special cases on murder victims and whatnots, and she gives out stories. She's really good at it. Very very good. If you like true crime, if you're not into it, oh well, what can I do? I tried, but I say give it a shot if you've never tried it. I mean, it seems like the algorithm is sending me people that have never seen this kind of stuff before. But true crime is a very fun genre in the YouTube community. So if you want to go ahead and check it out, that's our link right there, and we're going to be heading on over there. And when you head on over there, say that Jerry sent you. And remember, don't forget to put Jerry rate and hit the like button on your way out. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for coming on this Sunday. Thank you, Scotto. Thank you, Pokey. Thank you, GMK, and all of the great people that are in the chat right now. Uh, Remember, right now I'm still not monetized, so if you feel like that my channel can deserve a little something, it always goes back to the channel, always goes back to my equipment, my tech, as I like to say, and just to make our channel better. Thank you very much, guys, and I hope you guys have a lovely Sunday.
Have a good day, everybody. Bye bye.